And one thing I found about building a solid business is that you must build a solid business with solid people. And the thing about solid people is that to know that they're solid, you have to make a solid commitment to taking your time and figuring out if the situation is solid. If you, solid businesses are built by solid people who create solid situations. So I think my question to Michael, if I knew him, would be, what happened? Like how much of the money when they promised you the 30 million, how much of that did they actually put in the bank that you could actually get access to before you went and made these promises to these athletes who are going to lean on your credibility? They're looking at the fact that they trust you. They don't trust your backer, they trust you. So whoever made the promise, I'd be kind of mad at him. I'd be like, man, you played me for a sucker. You lied. You said you told me that this money was coming, and I went and made promises on your behalf, and now you're backing out. And that's because that's what can happen. People will leave you holding the ball. And that was part of the negotiation I had with Kanye West. I said, look, if I'm gonna go out here and put my reputation on the line, first thing he wanted me to do was go get black people to boycott Adidas. I was like, number one, I don't have that much power. I influence a few people, but I don't even care about that kind of I'm not your guy for that. And I said, number two, I don't care about that shit. I don't care about your fight with Adidas where you gave away tens of millions of dollars. This man was getting 100 million a year or 200 million a year, or something crazy. And he decides to throw out all that away because you hate Jewish people. I don't even think that that's logical. So, no, I'm not putting my reputation on the line for that. But then, secondly, when we got to the point where we talked about real money, I said, put it in an account with my name on it. I'll sign a contract saying I will not waste your money and I'll give you full transparency, but I will not lift a finger or make a move until you put your money where your mouth is and you show me that you're committed. You show me that you're solid and I'll be solid too. But until then, I'm not doing nothing. So it didn't happen, right? Because he was talking. Talk is cheap. That's what that term talk is cheap. Money talks a whole lot more than your lips. So I would say to you, let's circle back on this. And again, I don't want it to sound at all like I'm criticizing how they ran this league or what they wanted to do. I understand you have big goals, big dreams. You want to do big things, and the athletes deserve big things. They deserve big money. Michael Johnson's the guy. But unfortunately, what's happened in my view is that his reputation, his stellar reputation, has been tarnished because somebody didn't come through. And that breaks my heart because it's going to be hard going forward to get funding if you appear to have failed the first year. It's going to be hard going forward to get great athletes like a Sidney McLaughlin Levrone, who's got real money on the table from European leagues and all that, to give that up to come over here and try something new. But here's the thing, though. The thing about black businesses is it's a fragile thing because we don't trust each other to begin with. And it does take some degree of faith to believe in an institution when it's small and fragile for that institution to have a chance to grow. The only reason, I mean, imagine if you went to the maternity ward and you found all the babies that had, like, let's say they only had a 30-40% chance of living. And imagine if you dealt with that the way you might deal with odds at the crap table. Imagine if everybody went in and just said, well, since my baby only has a 30% chance to live, I'm just going to go by the odds. Let's just go ahead and pull the plug on the baby. Let's just get rid of the baby because 30%, I mean, come on. The baby's probably not going to make it, right? Right? Imagine if people did that. But what keeps that baby alive? What allows the 30% baby to explore the whole 30% of outcomes where he actually lives? What allows that to even occur? It's the mother. It's the mother's infinite faith in keeping the baby alive.